Hello, this is the Tradesight U.S. Stocks and Futures Market Preview for Wednesday, the 11th of April, 2018. Hope you had a good trading day on Tuesday, much better than Monday for me. Here's a look at the ES front month futures contract. This is the daily chart of the broad market in futures form. It's been all over the place. I'll show you where it closed, which is on a key level, and now we're down a bit. And the S&P showing down 13, and NQ's down 28. Around midnight Eastern time ahead of tomorrow's session, but we did close right around a key TriStar level for the day, and we'll get to that later. Here, let's go through the daily charts, and then we'll talk about everything else. Crude oil down 12 cents, but still near the all-time highs. Remember, I said that cup and handle could take a little while to form out, and then if it breaks out, look out. Oil to highs and prices at the pump go up heading into summer. Gold down $4.50. Basing, but this is a cup and handle too. This is actually a bigger cup and handle, so let's keep an eye on that. The S&P gains 43.71. Look, that 13 buy signal remains in place on the S&P. It was the low day, and that's fine, but obviously there's a lot going on in the world, and I don't think I'd want to be showing overnight risk. The stocks, the semiconductors up 40.74. NDX, the biotech index, no, the NASDAQ. Oh, that's switched on my charts. That's weird. NDX, anyways, the NASDAQ 100 up 143.53. There was a gap up, so most of that was a gap, as you can see. But, market's up. It's funny how 143-point gain on the NASDAQ doesn't look like much anymore, right? We're just still down where we've been, and is what it is. Now, biotech's up 93. VIX down $1.30 to 20.47. The trend closes. Look at this low close. 0.49, the lowest close on the trend in a long time. Unfortunately, we had that 3.0 number plus the other day, so that's going to keep that 10-day moving average up for a while, so the trend's going to be meaningless. The NASDAQ volume, 2.2 billion shares. That's actually not that great. It's been on the lower end of the last month. And the funny thing is, again, we talk about this advanced decline ratio every day. The NASDAQ up 143 points, but the advanced decline ratio on the NASDAQ, negative 269. More stocks down than up. On the New York, though, it's up. It's plus 15.59. This is the strangest market. So unusual. Last year was boring. This year's not boring, but it's just weird. Like, it just doesn't even make sense. Like, I've never seen anything like this. Google up 16.41. It comes down to the fact that at the end of the day, Google's up 16. Here's Apple up 3.20. Netflix up 8.14. They're not at new highs. Amazon up 30.14. That's not anywhere near new highs. And Tesla up 15.04. A big gain in Tesla. So the big five are up and Facebook's up. And that's why the NASDAQ's up 143 points, right? And the S&P's up, but, because some of the broader stuff's up. But it's not real. It's interesting. TLT, the 20-year bond ETF, down 22 cents. That doesn't matter. Goldman Sachs, I made some money there on the short side. Up $4.38, though, on the session. All right, let's look at the intraday 5-minute charts. It wasn't as exciting. I mean, Monday was weird because we wiggled early and that kind of messed us up, and then we went higher, and then the sell-off was in the afternoon. Tuesday we get the gap up, a little sell-off, made some money there, and then came back up, and then that was really it. The whole day's over at that point. It wasn't very interesting. The NASDAQ side's not much different, although it closed a little higher comparatively, and that's what we got. Here's what we have. For news tomorrow, with the CPI an hour before the bell, crude oil inventories an hour into the market, 10-year bond auction at 1 p.m. Eastern, and federal budget balance at 2 p.m. Eastern. And that's it. Charts as usual brought to you by eSignal. If you've not yet taken a trial of our services, feel free to do so. We will help you out for a couple weeks. Have a great trading Wednesday.